Have you ever felt like you're climbing a mountain, only to realize you've left a part of yourself behind? Maybe it's a part you didn't want to face. Your fears, your weaknesses, or even your own potential. I've been there. I've ignored parts of myself, thinking I could outrun them. But here's the truth. You can't outrun what's inside you. Discipline isn't just about pushing harder. It's about facing what you've been avoiding. It's about going back down the mountain to reclaim what you lost. For me, it was my own vulnerability, my own femininity as a man. I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to look at it. But here's the thing. What you ignore controls you. Discipline is the courage to face the darkness within. It's not about being strong in the traditional sense. It's about being stoic, deliberate, and unwavering. It's about separating yourself from the judgments, the emotions, and the attachments that keep you stuck. Because the longer you avoid it, the longer you stay in the shadows. But when you're ready to be great, greatness will appear before your eyes. Greatness isn't something you find, it's something you unlock within yourself. Think about the people you admire. When you see greatness in someone like Gary Vee or Oprah or Elon Musk, what you're really seeing is your own potential reflected back at you. Their success is a mirror of what's possible for you. But here's the catch. You have to put in the work. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's not glamorous. It's not always fun, but it's necessary. Gary Vee once said, "You have to love the process more than the result." And that's what discipline is. Falling in love with the daily grind, the small steps, the consistency. You see, success isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's about putting one foot in front of the other, even when it feels like you're walking through mud. And trust me, there will be days when it feels like the universe is against you. But those are the days that define you. Let's be real, discipline is hard. There's a reason why so many people give up. They try, they fail, and they say, "I'm not cut out for this." But here's the truth. Failure isn't the end, it's part of the process. I've been there. I've had moments where I felt like no matter how much willpower I had, no matter how many resolutions I made, I kept falling back into old habits. It's like there's a second voice in your head whispering, just one more shot, just one more excuse. But discipline is about silencing that voice. It's about choosing the long-term win over the short-term comfort. It's about saying, "Not today, Satan." Because let's be honest, there are a lot of little Satans out there. Doubt, fear, laziness, they're all waiting to pull you back into the darkness. But here's the good news. You're stronger than you think. And every time you choose discipline over distraction, you're building mental muscle. You're becoming the person you were meant to be. Discipline isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about creating a life that excites you, that fulfills you, that makes you proud. And the only way to do that is by focusing on being the best version of yourself. You don't have to be the smartest, the strongest, or the most talented. You just have to be the most disciplined. Because discipline is what turns potential into power. It's what separates the dreamers from the doers. Elon Musk didn't build SpaceX by being the smartest guy in the room. He did it by being the most disciplined. He failed over and over again, but he kept going. And that's the key. Keep going. When you're consistent, when you're disciplined, you start to see progress. It might be slow at first, but over time, those small wins add up. And before you know it, you're standing on top of the mountain, looking back at how far you've come. Here's the thing about discipline. It's not a one-time decision. It's a daily commitment. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the work even when no one's watching. And let me tell you something. No one cares about your goals as much as you do. not your friends, not your family, not your followers. This is your journey, and that's a good thing, because it means you're in control. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, you have to remind yourself, no one wants this as much as I do. And no one ever will. That's why discipline is so important. It's what keeps you moving forward, even when the world tries to pull you back. So, what's it going to be? Are you going to stay in the shadows, or are you going to step into the light? Are you going to let fear and doubt control you, or are you going to take control of your life? Discipline yourself. Face the darkness. Embrace the grind. And remember, greatness isn't given, it's earned. You've got this. Now go out there and make it happen. Every great journey starts with a single step. It's not about the giant leaps, it's about the small, consistent wins. Did you wake up early today? Win. Did you finish that task you've been avoiding? Win. Did you say no to distractions? Win. These small wins build momentum, and momentum is what carries you to the top. Don't underestimate the power of small wins. Discipline requires sacrifice. It means saying no to things that feel good now so you can say yes to things that will feel great later. It's about delayed gratification. Think about it. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by accident. They sacrificed sleep, comfort, and even relationships to chase their dreams. What are you willing to sacrifice for your dreams? Discipline without vision is like driving without a destination. You need to know where you're going. What's your vision? What's your why? When you have a clear vision, discipline becomes easier because every action you take is a step toward that vision. What's your vision? What's your why? Setbacks are inevitable. You will fail. You will fall. But here's the thing. Failure is not final. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. The only way to truly fail is to quit. So when you fall, get back up. When you fail, learn from it. And when you feel like giving up, remind yourself why you started. Don't quit. At the end of the day, discipline is about legacy. It's about the life you want to live and the impact you want to make. When you look back on your life, do you want to see a trail of excuses or a legacy of greatness? The choice is yours. Choose greatness. Choose discipline.